You ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Could you please first introduce yourself?
Lisa Hudson.
Okay. And what is your official job description here at Leeds High School?
I'm the school counselor.
Okay. And what is your official, like if we were looking on paper downtown, what would it say that your official job description was? What is it they hired you to do?
I was hired to be the counselor working with kids,
Okay.
their schedules, scholarships, helping direct them towards college, test coordinator at the local school.
Okay.
But part of my job, because we're a smaller school and we have no registrar, also includes I do all the enrolling, the withdrawing, the sending of records that are requested, verifying education
Okay.
in addition to the other.
That was kind of going to lead me to our next question. Of course, everybody has their official job description, but what would your, say on a daily basis, what type of responsibilities and tasks do you actually do?
So I guess I did jump ahead, didn't
That's fine.
Enrolling, withdrawing as that comes about, sending transcripts to colleges, working with students who do have problems at school or have something come up at school that they need to talk about, spending time helping kids with college decisions, vocational decisions,
Of those, which do you think you spend the most time with?
records.
Records.
Sending transcripts, verifying education.
Is there a specific time of year that takes place, or is that just all the time?
Year. Because you constantly are having people enroll and withdraw. And now, there's more of it at the beginning of each semester and during the summer, but we have them constantly withdrawing and enrolling. And then you have these the companies that are verifying for employment. Those calls come here to pull old records, verify that this person got a high school diploma. And then testing, of course, takes up, and that is at certain times
So-
of the year.
You're saying some schools would have an actual testing coordinator, that's what,
Your larger schools are going to have a testing coordinator. They'll actually have a college counselor, a counselor for each grade level, which we don't need a counselor for each grade level, but and they'll have a registrar.
that's why they pay you big bucks.
And I'm rolling in it.
All right. How does what you do impact student learning on a daily basis, and then over the course of the school year?
Impact student learning.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I guess I'm the one in control of the schedules. It's my responsibility to make sure that the kids have what they need to get the diploma type they're wanting, that they're taking the right kinds of classes. I'm going to work with the kids that get into a class where they don't feel or they're struggling. So it'll be my job to work with the student, the parent, the teacher, to make schedule adjustments. I also am in charge of the 504 plans. So those kids that have 504s, I have to meet regularly and make sure that it's communicated with the teachers what their learning concerns or issues are.
Gotcha. And how does that change throughout the course of the year as far as the roles, or does one play more significant? Obviously, I would think schedule changes, beginning semester.
Right.
But I guess the counselor end of it, unless we have a significant traumatic issue take place, I guess is just pretty steady throughout.
Yes.
An average deal.
Just when the moon's full,
Yeah.
there's usually more people in here, Of course, the 504s, I'm going to stay on those I'm supposed to stay on those and keep those updated and rolling. I try to go into the classes and do, like, we're required to do Aaron's Law. So I'll go in and do 10th grade. I try to meet with my seniors a couple of times a year, meet with the juniors, and then we'll all start going in to classes for registration to give out course selection sheets. So I spend time, you know, talking with the kids then about their classes.
How long have you actually been with Leeds City Schools?
I started at Leeds Elementary School as a special ed teacher.
Okay.
I did that for about 10 years.
What year is that?
Well, you just want to find out how old I am.
No, because I didn't ask where you were employed before at some other place.
I graduated from college in December of '83, and I went to a special ed center in Jefferson County and finished out that year. So that was '84. So I came to Leeds in the fall of '84 as a special ed teacher. Did self-contained. I did a.
God bless you.
I did it. Yeah, it was neat. It was a pilot program for Jefferson County where we took severe LDs and severe, at that time, called them ECs, and put them in one room all day. So I had about 10 kids. I loved it. Then I got my master's in counseling. So then I moved over to counseling at the elementary school for a couple of years. And then I came here as counselor. My first senior class was the class of '97. So I've been here.
So at the elementary school, you probably spent all day keeping kids
Counts.
from crying.
Yes. Yeah, the counseling at the elementary school is so different from counseling here, so.
Last question. Okay, over your tenure, how have you tried to improve or become more focused on improving student learning? Or becoming more improved in your job? What have you done?
I'm spending more time looking at test data in the last, 5 years than I did previously, because your ACT scores, what we can do to improve those, because that carries so much weight. And then just looking at our work keys, looking at all the different tests, and get our PSAT scores, really working with scholarships and trying to help these kids get their test scores up. And just in general, I didn't realize how much time I would spend working with teachers and kids, those that, like my 504s, those kids that struggle in the classroom.
Awesome.
Well, we thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.